Have you ever felt trapped, like you're inside a shell, seeing the world through a tiny crack, knowing there's something bigger, something more out there, but you just can't seem to break through? We've all been there. It's that feeling of being stuck, of having a dream so big it scares you. A voice in your head that whispers, "What if I fail?" Today, I want to talk about that shell, and more importantly, how to break it. There's a beautiful idea that says, the bird dares to break the shell, then the shell breaks open and the bird can fly openly. This is the simplest principle of success. You dream, you dare, and you fly. This isn't just a poetic line, it's a blueprint for life. It's about turning dreams into reality, and it all starts with a single, powerful act: daring. Let's break this down. First, the bird dares to break the shell. The key word here is dares. The shell isn't going to break on its own. The world isn't going to hand you your dreams on a silver platter. The change, the breakthrough, has to start from within. It's an internal decision. It's that moment you say, enough is enough. I am worth more than this. My dreams are worth the risk. Think about that little bird. Inside the egg, it's safe. It's comfortable. Everything it needs is provided, but it's also limited. It can't see the sky, feel the wind, or sing its song to the world. To get to the life it was truly meant for, it must do something terrifying. It has to shatter its own comfort zone, its entire world. That first peck on the shell is an act of faith. It's a bet on itself. This is the first and most crucial step for us. 2. Daring to take that first step. What's your first peck? It could be signing up for that course you've been putting off. It could be writing the first page of your book. It could be having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. It just has to be a conscious, deliberate move against the shell of your current circumstances. It's about choosing courage over comfort. The next part of the quote is, the result, then the shell breaks open and the bird can fly openly. Notice the sequence. The daring comes first. The breakthrough comes second. We often wait for the perfect conditions, for the shell to magically become weaker, for someone to come along and crack it for us. But the principle of success is that our action creates the opportunity. The shell only breaks because the bird applies pressure from the inside. When you dare to pursue your dream, you start building momentum. That first small act of courage sends cracks through the shell of your self-doubt. The more you dare, the bigger the cracks become, until the whole thing shatters. And what's on the other side? Freedom, the ability to fly openly. Flying openly means living authentically. It means you're no longer confined by your fears or the expectations of others. You're living a life that is aligned with your true self, your passions, and your purpose. It's not about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Flying openly means you accept that there will be turbulence, there will be storms, but the freedom to soar is worth it. So, how do we apply this? It boils down to a simple 3-part formula. You dream, you dare, and you fly. Let's start with you, dream. Don't be afraid to dream big. What is it that truly sets your soul on fire? What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Allow yourself to envision that future. Write it down. Create a vision board. Make it as real and vivid as possible. A dream is the destination. It's the reason the bird wants to get out of the shell in the first place. Without a clear vision of the sky, there's no motivation to break free. Your dream is your why. It's the fuel for your courage. Next, and this is the hardest part, you dare. This is where the work happens. Daring isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous practice. It's a series of small, consistent actions that push you outside your comfort zone. Identify the single biggest thing holding you back right now. Is it fear of failure? Fear of judgment? Lack of knowledge? Once you've identified your shell, you can start pecking at it. If you're afraid of failure, dare to try something small, where the stakes are low. Reframe failure not as an endpoint, but as a data pointer Lesson learned. Every successful person has a long list of failures they learn from. If you're afraid of what people will think, dare to share a small piece of your dream with one trusted friend. You'll find that the support you receive will build your confidence to share it more widely. The act of daring builds the muscle of courage. And finally, you fly. Flying is the beautiful result of your dreaming and daring. It's the moment you look back and realize the shell is in pieces behind you. You're no longer just dreaming about the sky. You're in Italiano. Flying is about embracing your new reality, owning your success, and continuing to grow. But remember, even after you learn to fly, there'll be new challenges. You'll need to learn how to navigate, how to find food, how to build a new nest. Life is a continuous cycle of growth. There will always be new, bigger shells to break. But once you've broken the first one, you know it's possible. You have the confidence and the skills to do it again. Think about someone you admire, a successful entrepreneur, a groundbreaking artist, a community leader. I guarantee you they had a moment where they had to dare to break their shell. J.K. Rowling was rejected by numerous publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. She dared to keep sending out her manuscript. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. He dared to start his own company. They all had a dream. They dared to act on it, and eventually, they soared. Your story is no different. You have a unique song to sing, a unique path to fly. But it's up to you to take that first step. What shell is holding you back right now? Is it a dead-end job? A limiting belief about yourself? A toxic relationship? Identify it. Acknowledge the comfort it provides, but also recognize the limitations it imposes. Then, gather your courage. What is one small, daring action you can take today? Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Maybe it's researching that online class. Maybe it's drafting that email. Maybe it's just saying your dream out loud to yourself in the mirror. Whatever it is, do it. That's your first peck. The world needs you to fly. It needs your unique talents, your ideas, and your energy. Don't deprive the world, and don't deprive yourself by staying in the shell. The safety of the shell is an illusion. The only true security comes from growth, from embracing your potential, from learning to fly. So, I'll leave you with this thought one more time. The bird dares to break the shell, then the shell breaks open, and the bird can fly openly. This is the simplest principle of success. You dream, you dare, and you fly. Your sky is waiting. Dare to break through. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you live your best life. And share in the comments below. What is one daring step you're going to take this week? Let's support each other. Until next time, keep daring.